Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey guys, 3D Crypto here. Hope everyone's doing well. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a protocol, a project, a platform on the Binance Smart Chain network, which basically allows for you to go ahead and leverage your crypto basically. So I've spoken about a few other projects on the Binance Smart Chain. There was Pancake Swap, which is kind of the exchange farm. And then you've got Auto Farm, which my previous video was about, which was about yield farming. And obviously those are very good projects. But this project that I'm speaking about now is the Venus protocol, the Venus platform. And the whole aim of Venus is for you guys to go ahead and supply or borrow crypto from this platform. And you get to leverage your crypto. So basically what that means is you get to use your crypto to go ahead and buy more crypto basically, or use it for other purposes without losing your crypto. So you can see down there, you have a supply market and a borrow market, and you can supply any number of assets. It can be BNB, BTC, Ethereum. You've got some stable coins like USDC, USDT, BUSD, and the native Venus token XVS. And then you get certain APYs. But obviously, if you supply a certain crypto and the APY with XVS is always going to be higher because it's a native token. So BNB at the moment is kind of like gateway to the Binance Smart Chain. As you can see, it's obviously overtaken Tether in market cap. It is now the third biggest cryptocurrency by market cap with just under $38 billion. And it's coming for Ethereum very quickly. So that increase in market cap has happened very rapidly, and I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks 100 billion in market cap probably in the next 30 days. And if it does, it will overtake Ethereum eventually. And as you can see, we had highs of $347 per BNB. We had a bit of a pullback, which was to be expected, and we're now currently sitting around about $246 with a nice volatility. So the price is fluctuating, going up and down between that 250 and 320 mark, which is actually a good thing if you want to get into Venus, because Venus is dependent on volatility because you are lending your crypto without actually giving it away. So you're basically locking up your crypto in Venus, and in return, Venus is giving you some other crypto or some other asset to go ahead and leverage with. So yeah, this is more of an advanced platform because obviously there is risks associated with this platform. The major one being the ability to be liquidated. So to start off with, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do within Venus and what I'm currently doing. So to go ahead and supply any sort of asset, you need to basically enable the collateral button and it will go red. So for this example, I've already done it with BNB, and you can go ahead and press BNB and supply some BNB. So I'm going to go ahead and for this example, I'm going to go ahead and supply 1 BNB to the Venus protocol. And then obviously you hit accept, the confirmation will pop up, and it will go through your wallet, whether it be Math Wallet, MetaMask, whatever wallet you use to interact with the Binance Smart Chain. And as we all know, the Binance Smart Chain is very cheap to transact on, and it's very quick to transact on. So you will see in a few seconds that my supply balance to Venus protocol will increase by 1 BNB. So once it's increased by 1 BNB, I will have a supply balance, which basically means what is the USD value of what I have supplied. And you can see there the supply balance is $240.39. And on the live chart, we're at $250. So there's always a bit of slippage between the two, but this will always keep updating in line with the current BNB price. So the supply balance is a active balance that will always increase or decrease by the BNB price or whatever asset you've put in. And then with that, you get an available credit. So if I go ahead and say, look, I've put in $240.39 worth of BNB, I will get up to 60% worth of that available to me as credit, which I can use for whatever I want. So $144.23 is available to me. of which I have used 0% at the moment. So whatever you supply, whatever the USD value is, you will get 60% of that as credit. Bear in mind, the supply balance and the USD value of it can increase and decrease. And when that increases or decreases, your credit line also increases and decreases. So obviously, if the supply balance value increases, 60% of that will be greater than what it is right now. If it decreases, then your available credit will decrease by that. And that's where the liquidation factor comes into play. So what you can do is you can go over to Venus and borrow BNB. You can borrow other assets directly within the platform. So you could borrow XVS, which is Venus's native asset. You can borrow Ethereum. So in this example, I could go ahead and borrow 0.05 of ETH, and I could do whatever I want with ETH. I could take that ETH and use it in another platform, and where I think I could make more gains without selling my BNB. This is the whole thing. You don't have to sell your BNB. You just leverage it. What I normally do is I will basically mint VAI. VAI is the native stable coin on the Venus protocol. It's pegged roughly at $1 to 1 VAI. So I've got $147.82 available as credit. Obviously, that's always going to be fluctuating. So let me refresh the page. 100 and let's see how much we've got there now. So it's showing as 147 and 80, and it goes up again, $148.23, which shows that I have an available balance of $148.23 of VAI. And I can obviously mint that VAI. And as soon as I've minted that VAI, I've started utilizing my credit line. So at the moment, I've utilized 0% of my credit line. I can go ahead and start minting it. So Venus protocol will always give you a safe max, saying, look, if you mint 59 VAI, you will use, I think it's about 40% of your available credit line, which is the safe max, is what they've said. So obviously they've given that as a kind of guide. I always like running this a little bit hot and getting a little bit higher up with my available credit because I see more potential. The higher the risk, the higher reward. So I'm going to go ahead and initially start by minting 90 VAI. So you hit mint, it will ask the confirmation, again through MetaMask or Math Wallet or whatever wallet you use to interact with the Binance Smart Chain. Give it a few seconds and you'll see some of these numbers will start changing. The first number that you'll see that will change will be your available VAI limit will decrease by 90 VAI. Your VAI balance will increase by 90 because you've minted 90 VAI, and then you will see that your available credit will your available borrow limit basically will increase as well. So you will see in a few seconds, I've now used 60% of my available credit limit. So I've used 60% of that. So what happens now is I've minted this VAI. What can I do with this VAI? There's a couple of things I can do with this. I can take it, I can exchange it. I can go to an exchange, for example. I could head on over to PancakeSwap and I can exchange that VAI for any token I wish. I can hit the exchange input. I've got 90 VAI there that I minted. From VAI, I can go to any token I want. I can go to BUSD, I can go to BNB, I can go to any token I see fit that I think will perform well and make me profits. And while I'm doing all this, my BNB that I've inputted into Venus is still there. So I haven't lost that BNB. It's still there, but it's being held by the Venus protocol. And until I pay back this 90 VAI, I won't be able to access it basically. So you can see down there, I've got one BNB, I've got a supply balance, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead now and show you the strategy that I use. The strategy I use is I mint VAI using my BNB collateral and buy more BNB. And I keep doing this rinse and repeat cycle to increase my supply balance of BNB in Venus. So you can see down there, BNB is going to be the output. VAI is the input. I'm going to do the maximum available to me. And I'm going to mint just over 0.35 BNB tokens with those 90 VAI. And I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm. And the reason I'm doing this at the moment is because I see the price of BNB increasing over time. So I want to buy some cheap BNB. And rather than putting in fresh assets, what I'm doing is I'm leveraging the BNB within Venus. So I've given Venus Protocol my BNB. They're giving me back 60% in credit. I've used some of that 60%, minted some VAI, and gone ahead and bought 0.35 BNB. So now I have this BNB. I can sit on it and hope it increases and then sell it for VAI and then repay my loan. Or what I do is I go ahead and supply that 3.35 BNB or the extra BNB that I now have, and I supply it back to Venus. Now, what that does is two things. Number one is obviously it will increase my BNB holdings within within the Venus protocol. So my one BNB will now be 1.35 BNB. But because my BNB holdings have increased, you will see that my supply balance will also increase. You can see it's happened there. And once my supply balance increases, my credit line increases. So my credit limit increases. And because my credit limit increased, the amount I borrowed has stayed the same, but my credit line has gone down. So my credit line's increased, but my credit utilization has gone down. So look, 333.52 times 60% gets my new credit limit up to $200 and $200.11, of which I've only used $90. So my credit utilization has dropped down to 44%. And I've done nothing. All I've done is I've leveraged some of my BNB. Now, what I'm hoping for and what my target with this, because I'm trading this on a hour by hour basis, keeping ahead of all the markets, seeing what the supply could do, is what I'm hoping for now is eventually BNB will go up in price. Then I can go ahead and withdraw a small amount of that BNB, sell it for VAI, repay my loan. That's what I'm hoping. This will take time. So in the interim, what I'm going to keep doing is just the same process. I'm going to rinse and repeat. As I said, the credit utilization limit is very important. Be careful. Once you hit 100% of credit utilization and you don't repay your loan, you'll be liquidated and you will lose your BNB within the platform. So that is one thing you have to be very, very careful. So if your supply balance is $33.52 and you get a credit limit appropriate to that and you exceed your credit limit, so your available borrow limit goes above 100%, you will lose your BNB tokens within the platform or whatever asset you've put forward as collateral. So what you can do is, to be safe, is you can go ahead and withdraw certain amounts of BNB. So if I was to withdraw 0.35 BNB, you will see that my credit limit and my credit utilization decreases or increases proportionally. So if I was to decrease my holdings of BNB by 0.5, you will see that my credit limit utilization increases. Why? Because my supply balance will decrease because I've taken away some of that asset. So the main thing is, with that 1 BNB, I now have 1.35 BNB, but I have a liability of 90 VAI that I need to repay in order to release my 1.35 BNB and to keep my supply balance, to basically take out my supply balance as a whole. So the main takeaway from this is, guys, be very careful about BNB price. Because if the price goes down, your supply balance goes down, your available credit goes down, but what you've borrowed doesn't go down. That stays as a constant. So for example, let's say you've got 1 BNB in this and BNB goes to $190. So your credit line is now, let me do that again. Let me clear this. So let's say I've got 1 BNB in this. 1 BNB goes to $190. 1 BNB is worth 60% credit line. My credit line is $114. So if I go over to Venus Protocol, so this was, imagine this was just on 1 BNB I had. I'm still above my credit line. So I'm still above my credit line is more than what my supply balance is. So let's do another scenario. Let's say this token, this BNB token, dropped down to $120. And I've only got 1 BNB token here. 60% of that gives me a utilized credit, a credit limit of $72. $72 is my credit line. And you can see down, let me go back to, so the price had to pretty much go down to 120. So the price goes down to 120. My credit limit has come down. I can only go ahead and use $72 worth of credit. I've exceeded that because my borrow balance is 90. So where it says available credit, I'll be 72. My borrow balance is above that. I've been liquidated. I would lose all the BNB or all the asset that I put up within Venus protocol, and I would lose everything. That is the main difference between regular trading and leverage trading. With regular trading, you're at the mercy of the market. You're at the mercy of supply and demand, price changes, but you never lose the asset. Even if it goes to zero, you still hold on to the asset. And then in the future, it could go up, it could do whatever it wants. With leverage trading, you could actually lose the whole asset as a whole. So imagine BNB went down to $120, you lost it. Venus protocol has taken it out of your account, and in 5 years' time, BNB is worth 10,000. It doesn't matter because you've lost that BNB. The BNB is no longer yours. It is with the protocol. Venus protocol owns it because they have given you a credit line in lieu of that BNB. So you've basically put that up as collateral. And if you lose your collateral, it's gone forever. So that's something you've got to be very, very careful about. There are other projects on the Binance Smart Chain which do not use leverage trading. So those might be better suited for someone that is not as confident with leverage trading, who doesn't have enough time to do leverage trading, who doesn't want to take the risk of leverage trading. So there's always other options. But this protocol, as I said, it is high risk. It does take up some of your time because you need to be looking at the charts constantly and knowing what to do. But obviously with higher risks, higher rewards do come. You can easily turn 1 BNB into 5 BNB, into 10 BNB. And that's the way I do it. So I do high risk. The reason is I've done this before. I've easily turned 5 BNB into 15 BNB. And the way I do it is I run hot. As I said, I will keep minting VAI until I'm at that 75% limit, maybe even sometimes higher. So I will keep minting VAI and keep buying BNB. So as you see, I'm going to mint another 70 VAI. And then once I've minted that 70 VAI, I will see everything will change because obviously now my supply balance stays the same, but my borrow balance has gone up. So from 90, it will increase by another 70. The amount that I have to pay back will increase. As you can see, $160 an hour. My credit utilization is now at 80% or 79%. So I'm running hot now. So if prices fluctuate within this time, I could be liquidated. What I do is I get that VAI, I go ahead and purchase more BNB. The price is low at the moment. It's $258. So the price is low. So I'm going to go ahead, get that VAI, buy more BNB. When the price is low, I mint VAI and I buy BNB. I get that BNB and I put it back into the Venus protocol. I increase my BNB holdings within Venus, and I keep my credit utilization at a constant 70% because that is a level that I feel comfortable within. Why do I feel comfortable? Because I feel that the BNB token will eventually get back up to that $350 mark and exceed that. We will get to 500 and eventually to 1,000. So I'm going to increase my BNB holdings. So I'll go back to the supply market. I go to the asset and I'm going to go ahead and supply that BNB that I traded for 0.27. Go ahead and hit supply. Obviously the Binance Smart Chain wallet that I used to interact with will ask me the question here, do you want to go ahead and supply that 0.27 BNB token back to Venus protocol? You just go ahead and hit accept. It will take a few seconds. And then when you come back to the platform, eventually all these numbers will update. So the borrow balance now will stay the same, $160. My supply balance will increase because where I had 1.35 BNB, that will now increase by 0.27. So I've now got 1.62 BNB, a supply balance of $400. I've only borrowed 160, and my available credit has jumped up to $240.13, and I've used 66% of my credit limit available to me. So I started off with 1 BNB. I now have 1.62 BNB, and I haven't added any fresh funds in. I've just leveraged that 1 BNB by minting VAI and supplying more BNB. Now, my hope is, and my thought is that BNB will go up in price. So I'm thinking, yep, BNB will eventually go up in price at 350. And then what I can do is shave off a bit of this BNB. I could probably sell 0.26 BNB and pay down my loan. I can pay back some of that VAI. And I keep doing this. So in the long run, I'm slowly increasing my BNB holdings within the Venus protocol. When the price drops down, I'll just mint some more BNB and go ahead and mint some more VAI and buy some BNB. Another strategy is you can get that VAI, exchange it for cake, put it in another pool that you think's going to do better. You can go ahead and buy it you can trade it for another asset and hope that asset appreciates. And then you can sell it further down the line, pay back your VAI loan, and your BNB gets released back to you. That's another strategy. So VAI basically is just a way of leveraging the asset you've put in. And with that VAI, you can go ahead and do whatever you please. You can go and buy other assets. You can go ahead and put it in another pool. You can stake this VAI somewhere else and profit off it. And that profit you get, you pay back your loan. Once you pay back your borrow balance, what happens is you will release your collateral. So your 1.62 BNB is now yours. So I'm doing this all with no fresh funds. So what is the risk? Again, you will be liquidated if the price falls down. So let's say the price goes down to $160. I've got one point, I'm just got down there. Let me go back to Venus. I've got 1 point. Yeah. So let's do a scenario now. Yeah. So this is a liquidation scenario. So let's say I've got 1.62 BNB worth a supply balance of $400. So 1.62 BNB. That's at the current rate of what the token is, which is around about $250. Let's say the BNB price drops down to $100. I've got 1.62 BNB. So $162 is my supply balance. And then from there, we can figure out from our supply balance, what would be our available credit line. So 162 times 60% equals $97.20. If I head on over down here, we would have been liquidated because our credit limit would have been $97. We've utilized over that, which is $160. I would have been liquidated. So what that basically means is you've basically got to stay on top of the Venus protocol. You've just got to make sure your credit utilization is not 100%. Just look at the market, keep looking at the charts. That's what I do. I even set up some alerts. I will set up some alerts in Binance. So when prices hit certain markers, I'll get an alert on my phone. I can go and head back to Venus and I'll just make some changes. I'll do things like, basically I've got other assets in other areas which I can use to change for VAI and then go back into Venus and pay down my loan. So that's something you can do. Same thing with CoinMarketCap. If you go on CoinMarketCap, find the Binance BNB coin, the Binance coin, you can set up alerts. You can say, look, when the price hits, so let's say it's $250 now. When the price hits $210, your liquidation level's going to be, your available credit will be at 90%. You don't want to risk that. So you can go back, set that alert, you'll get the alert, and then you've got options. You can either go ahead and exchange some pre-existing assets you have for VAI and pay back your loan, or you could go to the actual supply market and you can go ahead and withdraw some of your BNB holdings, which I'm going to show you now. So you can go there and say, look, I want to withdraw some of my BNB holdings. Let's say I'm going to withdraw 0.5, and then you'll see if I withdraw 0.5, I'll be using 96% of my credit limit because my supply balance will go down. And then what you do is you get that BNB, you exchange it for VAI, you come back to Venus protocol, you pay back some of your loan, your borrow balance goes down, your credit limit goes, credit utilization limit goes down as well as your credit limit. And then you just consolidate for a while and you wait for the markets to turn around, you wait for the bounce, and you start all over again. This way you don't get liquidated, and this way you don't lose the assets you've put up within Venus protocol. The best strategy that I found is I will buy BNB low and sell it when it's high. And then with the BNB that I buy or sell, I'll just go ahead and pay back my borrow balance. As I said, guys, this is a very hands-on platform. So you've basically got to stay on top of it. quite a bit. You can't just let it slide and think, oh, it'll be fine, because one bad day of trading, the markets go down, you will get liquidated. I've seen it happen before. So if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're not confident in this type of trading, please don't do this type of trading. Or if you do, start with small amounts and just get used to the actual platform. If you're not as confident, I would say use something like Auto Farm, which is yield farming. I've done a video on this previously. It's a lot less risky. You basically go ahead and provide liquidity to a liquidity pool tokens to these farming pools, and in return you get back rewards. So you basically get auto rewards and you get liquidity pool token rewards. So that's the less risky technique. Obviously it's more hands off. You don't have to keep monitoring it back. It's more passive income rather than Venus, which is very hands on. So as I said, if you want to get into Venus, my hints are to go ahead with smaller amounts, get used to the platform, and then go on with bigger amounts. Now, as I'm seeing here, I've seen that BNB has slightly gone up in price. It's gone up to about $276. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw some of my supply balance. So I'm going to withdraw 0.22. Right, I'm going to withdraw 0.22 of my collateral. So this is going to do two things now. So it's going to withdraw 0.22 BNB to my wallet. It's going to reduce my supply balance. It's going to reduce my available credit because they're linked together. And it will increase my credit utilization. Reason for that is because my supply balance and my credit limit has gone down. And you'll see down here that my BNB holdings were 1.62 and they are now 1.4 BNB. And everything else is reflective of that, my supply balance and my credit utilization and my available credit. So I've got this BNB in my wallet now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that BNB for VAI and pay down some of my loan. The reason for that is BNB went up in price. So I would have got more VAI now than I would have then at the beginning when I took the loan out. So I'm going to go ahead and get 61 VAI for this 0.22 BNB. So 0.2 BNB for VAI. So let's go ahead and exchange that. So 0.2 BNB will give me some VAI. Let this transaction confirm. And then what I'm going to look to do is now with this VAI that I have, so some people will take this into other platforms and do other things with it. I'm going to go ahead and pay down some of my loan. Doing that will decrease my credit utilization and decrease the risk I'm at. So I'll go over to mint stroke repay VAI, go to my max available balance. So I've got 160 VAI to pay back. I've got 61 available. So I hit max, repay my VAI, accept the transaction through MetaMask or Math Wallet or whatever wallet you use. I will give it a few seconds. This will all update. My VAI balance will drop down to 0, and the repay VAI balance will also decrease appropriately. I should be about 98. So if I pay 98 VAI, I will release my my collateral, which at the moment will be less now. So my borrow balance has gone down because I borrowed less. My supply balance has gone down because I've withdrawn some BNB, but my credit utilization has also gone down to 46%, which is a very safe amount, a safe limit to be at 46%. You can literally walk away at 46% and come back the next day, and you should not be liquidated unless something goes dramatically wrong with the BNB market, which can happen. So if I go back now to the supply market, and I can see what my BNB holdings are, and I will probably see that they've decreased because obviously I've sold that 0.22 BNB. So I've now got 1.4 BNB, and remember I started this whole video off with 1 BNB as collateral. So I've got 1.4 BNB available, and to pay that down, I would need to pay 98 VAI or $98. If I pay $98, I will get my 1.4 BNB back to me. So it's that simple. So if I do a quick equation down here, 0.4 BNB is worth in BUSD, it is worth $107. So if I purchased 0.4 BNB, it would cost me $107. But on Venus protocol with leverage trading, if I just pay off 98 VAI, I will get back my original 1 BNB that I went in with, as well as a 0.4 BNB I leveraged with. So I've saved myself the best part of, I've made $20 profit just leverage trading in this video. And that was because the price when I started was about 250. And when I done the rebalancing of my account, it was about 270. So I've made $20, which is what this whole platform is about. Leverage trading is that basically you go ahead and increase your position of an asset without adding fresh funding. So with that 1 BNB that I went in with, I've made $20 now. So if I carry on doing this, eventually my BNB holdings will increase, my borrow balance will decrease, and this will keep happening in a cyclical way, and you can grow your BNB position very easily. Guys, as I said, this is a very high risk and advanced protocol and advanced platform to be using. So if you don't know what you're doing, learn, read the articles, rewatch this video, start with smaller amounts, know what you're doing, because you do not want to get liquidated. Guys, if you've got any questions or comments about Venus protocol or anything that I've spoken about in the past, like Auto Farm and Pancake Swap, please don't hesitate to ask me. Please leave a comment down below or contact me via email or any of my social medias, or even just send me a message on Telegram and I'll be happy to help you guys out. Guys, Venus protocol is a very powerful tool, and leverage trading in general is a very powerful tool, and you can easily make very good gains by just rinse, repeat, look at the market, watch the market. My hint for this and my biggest tip is set up some alerts, so when you hit certain price points, you'll be notified, and then you can have your strategies in place of how to pay down your loan. So guys, Venus protocol, leverage trading is all about making your crypto work for you. Guys, if you like this video, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you'll be made aware of the latest content that I release. I'll be speaking about more platforms in the future, especially on the Binance Smart Chain with all the potential, and we can see it's doing amazing things. So there'll be more projects on the horizon that I'll be speaking about. If there's something you want me to speak about in particular, please do let me know. As I said, guys, please do share the video. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. We've got almost 2,200 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of the subs that I have. Guys, I'm here to help you guys out. I'm just chronicling my journey in the crypto space. This is what I do. It's not financial advice. Please, guys, do your own research. Part of doing your own research is watching content like this, but do not take what anyone says as gospel. Do your own research. If you are a bit apprehensive, start with smaller amounts and build your account up. When you're comfortable with the platforms, then you can go in with bigger amounts. Guys, as I always say in every one of my videos, you work hard for your crypto, make that crypto work hard for you. And what better way than using a protocol like Venus and using leverage trading? Make your crypto position, increase your crypto position by not adding fresh funds, by actually leveraging your assets and using funds that the platform gives to you. So guys, until my next video, take care.